A quiet sense of observation guided the Fall-Winter 2026 to 2027 collection from Issey Miyake, where creative director Satoshi Kondo approached design as an act of release rather than control. The starting point came from a simple moment encountered during a hike, a stone shaped gradually by time and the elements. Its naturally sculpted form became both object and metaphor inside the Miyake studio, suggesting that creation sometimes emerges most powerfully when the designer allows materials and structures to evolve with their own logic. The presentation unfolded slowly, accompanied by abstract soundscapes that heightened the contemplative rhythm of the runway. At its core were sculptural bustiers and bodices formed from layers of glued paper lacquered by artisans in Kyoto. Their surfaces hard, curved, and glossy sat in striking contrast against the softness of surrounding textiles and the natural movement of the body. These rigid structures appeared almost geological, anchoring the garments while fabrics around them flowed, folded, and expanded outward. Silhouettes often seemed to grow organically from the figure. Dresses rose above the shoulder or pushed outward from the waist as though the fabric had expanded spontaneously around the body. Trousers wrapped asymmetrically along the leg, shifting either toward the front or the back, while chalk-stripe tailoring appeared subtly destabilized, as if the suits had shaped themselves rather than being precisely engineered. Headwear reinforced the impression of improvisation. Hats with irregular pressed folds and asymmetric brims looked almost accidental, echoing the broader philosophy of allowing form to emerge through process. Knitwear introduced another dimension of structure, particularly through pieces with pronounced, almost architectural shoulders that created a powerful contrast with fitted, vividly colored trousers cut close to the body. Certain moments of the show emphasized the conceptual dialogue between garment and origin. In one look, a model walked wearing an oxblood coat while holding the remaining corners of the bolt of fabric from which it had been cut, still attached to the garment. Elsewhere, coats rendered in flattened blue and yellow planes appeared almost papery, evoking envelopes that encased the body rather than simply covering it. Pleated constructions remained central to the house's language. Complex white pleated forms clustered and expanded in shapes reminiscent of coral or fungus, while garments built from curved arcs of pleating suggested fossilized structures embedded within the fabric. These references to natural processes reinforced the collection's overarching exploration of evolution and transformation. Not every experiment pursued practicality. A knit sweater with conjoined sleeves gathered into a bulbous form at the elbow challenged conventional movement, while a one-legged trouser appeared as a deliberately provocative gesture toward conceptual fashion's long-standing fascination with imbalance. Yet many pieces possessed a striking sense of timelessness, precisely because their origins lay less in seasonal trends than in material exploration. Through this exercise in what might be described as undesign, Kondo proposed clothing shaped by patience and observation rather than rigid intention. The result was a collection that occasionally drifted into abstraction but often returned to garments of quiet permanence. By allowing form, texture, and structure to unfold organically, the show suggested that the most enduring fashion may emerge not from forceful invention, but from attentive collaboration with the materials themselves.